The Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria today shut down Kaduna Airport following a minor fire accident at the control tower. A statement by the Coordinating General Manager, Mr. Yakubu Dati, says the shutdown is to allow for repairs of damaged facilities following the fire incident. Although no casualty was recorded, the relevant aviation agencies are investigating the cause of the fire. Meanwhile, the Nigeria Customs Service is alerting the public about a brand of smuggled rice already in the market, which it says is contaminated. The area controller of Oyo and Osun Command, Mr. Richard Oteri, explained that the rice found its way into the country through the Seme border and that the rice is not good for consumption. And now to the arts. The Masters Series is an exhibition at the Red Door Gallery in collaboration with the National Gallery of Arts. The show features original paintings and sculptural pieces done by veteran Nigerian artists. RGV Tonight takes a look at the Masters exhibition.
When you get tired of hearing your own name, then we'll change our story. Gilda, the ultimate.
These strokes were not done by ordinary hands. The extraordinary minds who created them are being celebrated at this show.
Anybody that comes here, if you're an art enthusiast, you just feel like you've been fed. It's beautiful. We see them every day, but having them today again in an exhibition makes us very proud to have these works in our collection. And I'm sure the public is going to get a thrill out of this.
Some of these master artists have gone to the great beyond. A few others are still alive and kicking in their little corners, doing what they know how to do best and impacting the next generation.
They should press on with the good works, irrespective of all odds. I know that in Nigeria, talent abounds in Nigeria.
The first time I came in and I saw some of them, I had goose pimples. And I'll tell you, I've seen Queen Amina's painting like 100 times, but I'd never seen the original. I'd never seen the original.
Although it's a wonder to behold such creative genius, some art enthusiasts have a bone to pick with the way the works of art are being handled. Most of them are already showing signs of age.
There's a one over there. If you look at the work, you can see that the canvas is almost getting torn. And I just feel like the fact that we don't have galleries to preserve this work in Nigeria, it's a big issue. This is our heritage. We should preserve this culture. We should preserve these treasuries, and then we're allowing them to rot in National Gallery that don't have a gallery space, you know. So I don't know what the government can do about it. Finding a proper space to preserve these works, to preserve these treasuries, so that the future generations could have access to these great masterpieces.
Most of the works are still locked up somewhere, damaging inside the stores. So it's a good opportunity for these works to be shown to people and to see how our masters have actually worked, and which will eventually inspire the upcoming artists.
They are as unique as the brains who created them. That's one of the reasons why the National Gallery of Art boss, Abdullahi Muku, was passionate about being part of this exhibition. He's also taking note of these concerns.
We as a country, we don't have any trained restorer, and with a large concentration of artists, we need to have people who are trained to restore works from time to time, because of course work will keep flagging because of the kind of environment we face. Even in advanced world, they still have works that do go bad. So they have agreed. We are already into discussion with them. They are coming to Nigeria not only to restore some works, but to get some of our people trained in the art of restoration.
Akinola Lashiko, Abayomi Baba, Bruce Onogbaipeya, and Gani Uguntoku are just some of the big names that grace these walls.
Welcome back. In sports news, Nigeria and other African countries are undergoing intensive training at the International Table Tennis Federation Hopes Week and challenge in Nairobi, Kenya. Besides a 4-day training exercise to be handled by top ITTF coaches, participating teams will compete in a 2-day tournament to decide the 8 players that will be offered scholarships to attend the World event in June to be hosted in Slovenia. The training and competition is organized by African Table Tennis Federation and the Kenya Table Tennis Association. Luis Suarez scored his 30th Premier League goal of the season as Liverpool moved 5 points clear after a 3-2 win at Norwich. Raheem Sterling broke the deadlock 4 minutes into the game before Suarez doubled the lead on 11 minutes. Norwich fought back with a Gary Hooper finish, but Sterling added his second of the game to put the scoreline at 3-1. Robert Snodgrass header, 30 minutes from regulation time, reduced the deficit for the home side.
They're top now, they're ruthless and they're relentless. Well, they just can't deal with the movement, Steve. Liverpool to concede possession. In comes Johnson. Mignolet didn't get there! Norwich have won back! All of a sudden they'll be...
Meanwhile, the race for the top 4 hots up as Lucas Podolski scored twice in 9 minutes in Arsenal's 3-0 win over Hull City. Aaron Ramsey opened scoring in the 31st minute before Podolski scored in the 45th and the 54th minute.
Well, it's fantastic football. Now this is what Arsenal are all about. I just hadn't seen that coming, that move. They didn't look like they were going to produce that.
Arteta retreated, didn't foul him, and Ozil moves it quickly on for Giroud. And Giroud has picked out Ramsey, Podolski, 2-0 Arsenal.
Now, that's what you call a classic counter-attack.
Away from sports news, and the latest concerning the South Korean ferry accident, investigators have found the last communications that happened just before the accident. In the newly released transcript, a crew member repeatedly asked if there was a vessel on hand to rescue passengers if evacuation was ordered. The Sewol capsized during a journey from Incheon in the northwest of the southern island of Jeju. There were 476 people on board, including 339 children and teachers on a school trip. Investigators are now focusing on whether the vessel took too sharp a turn before it started listing and whether an early evacuation order could have saved lives. Prosecutors say the ship's captain, Mr. Lee Jeon-sok, was not on the bridge when the ferry began listing. It was steered by his inexperienced third mate who had never navigated the waters where the accident occurred. And the main news again. Christians across the world have been celebrating Easter to commemorate the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Boko Haram members have struck again, this time in Federal Government College in Bauchi, killing a 5-year-old girl. The president has, however, restated the insurgency cannot tear the country apart. And panic and indecision by the South Korean crew may have caused the ill-fated Korean ferry to capsize. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Happy Easter.